Well, not ideal last weekend. The weather getting in the way. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, it's frustrating because you hate having free Saturdays for a start, but if you try and find positives out of the positives is we get a really good session on Saturday, and it gave Nick Riley work that he probably wouldn't have got on Saturday in the game, because I probably wouldn't have started him. And Kevin Jaworski obviously get a good session under his belt, get to know the players a wee bit better, than he would have done, if he started the game, because he only had one session. So that's the positives of it. And the downside is that Scott Ross is suspended this week, so we would have had him on Saturday, obviously, but we'll miss him this week with suspension. So, but no, it's nobody likes not playing on a Saturday, because it's frustrating for everybody. And the good thing about last Saturday is it ended up a lovely day on Saturday, and it was quite frustrating not to be playing football on such a good day like that.
Good to get Kevin on board. How is he settling in? How is he gelling in with the rest of the lads?
He settled in fine. He's I just see that look in his face as though he doesn't know what anybody's talking about. He's got a mixture of accents at the club. So no, he's fine. He's a nice boy. He works hard, and the thing about Kevin is his potential still, and so you don't know what's going to come. If you get somebody more experienced, that there's not a lot you can do to influence somebody like that. But Kevin's still young. He's still trying to make his way in Scotland. He came here to kind of fulfil a dream, and so it's good having that potential, because if he does well, he can kick on, and if he kicks on, then it'll benefit our club.
Just taking a look at the league table, really tight between Brechin in fourth and yourselves in fifth. Only 4 points in it. It's really heating up very nicely, isn't it?
It's a strange league when you look at it. I think the results went well for us on Saturday. Draws are good when the opposition are drawing with each other, and my thoughts are, first and foremost, if we can accumulate, say, up to 40 points as quick as we can, and that would keep you reasonably safe for the bottom half of the league. And if you can get there quickly, then I think you just have a go at try to finish as high as you can. And if you look at us, we're 3 games in hand. I know it's highly unlikely, but if you win the 3 of them, we would be sitting a point for the top. So, it's quite exciting, and that's Saturday's a big game, because again I've looked at the fixtures, and if we were to win on Saturday, you're definitely going to be making ground again in teams above you. So it's a big day on Saturday.
You're above Stenhousemuir, obviously. Is Saturday one of these games, if you're at it, if you and the lads are at it, you should win?
If we play well, I think that if we play well in games, I think we would win most of them, to be honest, with the players that we've got. The problem is that we haven't quite clicked yet, and that's what keeps, sometimes I look at it and think, well, we've not really fulfilled our ambitions yet, and just how well we can play. And if we can do that, then results can get better again. And as much as I don't think we've played particularly well, our points total's pretty good. So if we can play better, we'll keep winning games. And Saturday, I would say, is one of the games where, we're playing a side that in Stenhousemuir, we've already played them twice and won twice, but again, not totally convincing in both of them. So we need to up it again, because for me, I'm saying it's a big game for catching up, but it's also a big game as much as opening a gap up in name, and I think that's what makes this league exciting, to be honest, because every week when you're coming up against a team that, if you're not at it, you can be beaten, and that's this Saturday again. That'll be the same case.
And you touched on some team news earlier on. What's the full story?
Well, Scott Ross is suspended this week. Coxie actually probably, well, he wouldn't have played on Saturday. Coxie came in with a tight hamstring on Saturday. Coxie's a personal trainer now, and he actually overtrains a wee bit through the week, and he hurt himself doing a session on Friday, which he probably shouldn't do, but you know, Coxie's circumstances are a wee bit different, where he has got to keep himself busy, and he is quite busy with his work, so he'd actually injured himself on Saturday, so I'm hoping it's a tightness in his hamstring rather than a strain, because if it's a strain he would probably be doubtful for Saturday, but we'll see how he goes at training. But apart from that, everybody's okay. We're getting back to, you know, kind of a full strength, and as I said, Nicky Riley had a full session under his belt on Saturday, and hopefully, you know, he's feeling better for that again this week. So we're okay, apart from Scott Ross, who's a big miss for us.
Yeah, Nicky can be a real key player in the weeks and months ahead, can't he?
He certainly can. I watch him at training, and I think how lucky are we to have him. I know circumstances helped us, but you know, when I look at him and I see his qualities, if we can manage him properly, which is the key to it with Nicky, you know, because he is a fragile character as far as his legs are. You know, he takes a wee while to recover for games and stuff like that, and he has wee problems off his back, so we'll just need to manage him, and that's why we're hoping that the part-time game's going to suit him a lot better. But if we can get the best out of Nicky, he'll be massive to us, that's for sure.